Okay, hello everyone. This is a summary of chapter 1. Okay, so this lesson will be conducted purely in English for those who have already studied this chapter. Okay, you may refer to this video as overall as a summary. Okay, so that you can understand it better. All right. So what we know is in our surrounding, the type of numbers that we have in the first circle, I would say all that we can see are the natural numbers. Natural numbers begin naturally with 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and so on. All right, when I am saying so on, I can put 3 dots at the back. All right, so naturally when you count numbers, right? Okay, I have a box of chocolates. So how many chocolates do I have? So I start counting naturally by 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, and so on. So that is what that is how we begin. That is the natural number. Next, the outer circle I can put as the whole number. Whole number includes 0, okay, in addition of whatever that you already have in the natural number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, and so on. You have 3 dots at the back. So whole number is normally like the numbers that, okay, like normally you are climbing up what do you see, an apartment or a flat type of houses, right? Okay, so you have lift. Normally you have lift, escalator. So how do you begin? Your ground level is 0, right? You have ground level 0, go continue by 1, 2, 3, and so on. So we include 0 here. Okay, that is how you can count enough for the whole number. All right, starts with 0 and then added by all the natural numbers. And outer layer, another layer outer than whole number, what we can call is the integers. What are integers? Integers are again the same as whole number, but it has the additional of negative numbers. Like it starts from negative 1, okay, even further, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, positive 1, positive 2, and so on. All right, and so on. So integers, what example I can give is like again, like you're going to the supermarket, you see the underground parking, right? So you have this is the ground level, and you go one level lower, okay, for underground, and another level lower for parkings, right? So you can go negative 1, negative 2, and so on. And other examples that can be given are the like submarines, right? Submarines, normally it will, the divers, they can go like really deep in, below the sea level. They go down. So those examples can be given for integers, all right? And outer one more layer, I can go to rational numbers. What are rational numbers? Rational numbers are basically numbers that like basically they are like all right, any numbers that can be written as in a fraction, okay, like quotient fraction. What is that? Basically up one number and down one number, like normal fraction, quotient. Okay, so that is what we call as rational. So any numbers that you can convert into fraction, it is counted to be rational. So okay, normally all the integers, all the whole number, all the decimals, any fractions, okay, it could fall in this category. For example, I give you some examples: 4.231, all right, and 1.4, 1 over 5, negative 6, okay, maybe negative 1 over 5, and 700. Okay, numbers like these, how do we convert them? When we see in a glance, it doesn't look like a rational number, it doesn't look like fraction, right? Okay, to fit into this category of rational numbers, it must have one up, one down. How do we do that? Let us begin with this one. Okay, whatever number given, when you put in fraction form, you just over it with 1, it could show you in fraction number, right? So this is what we, whenever we can write up 1, down 1 as in fraction, we can consider it to be a rational number. Same goes to this one, negative 6, just over it with 1. This one is very obvious, up 1, down 1. How about this? It looks like a decimal, but wait, you can move this number to become 14 because you move one number away, so it has become 14. You cannot simply alter a number, so what you can do is, because you move a place to the right, you must over it with 1 place, 1 0, 10 lah. Okay, how about this? 1, 2, 3, 3 places. So 4, 2, 3, 1 over 3 places is 3 zeros, 1000. So doesn't matter how big the numbers are, how messy it looks like. It looks like a mixed number, it looks like a improper fraction. Doesn't matter, as long as up 1, down 1, it is already considered to be rational number. All right. So next we can go to numbers like this: 14.324164, and so on. I still have 3 more dots at the back. Okay, the number is never ending. So can you actually convert this number into a rational number? Okay, let's see. How many decimals do we move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if it has stopped, you can actually make it a fraction, but unfortunately, because it didn't stop, so we cannot take it as a fraction yet. Okay, we cannot write it as in fraction. However, if the number is in this form, okay, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and still got many numbers at the back, I have 3 dots. All right, because the numbers are repeating, right? Even though it is there are many more numbers to come, I can predict the numbers could be the same at the back, and I could also stop the number at 2 decimal places. Okay, for example, like this, 14.32, and now I can convert this number into, 1, 2 places removed, so 2 zeros down. So a fraction. It looks like a fraction number. So this is a rational number too. So you should know which one that you can convert and which one you can't. Like this one, okay, this one, okay, it will go basically not in these circles but outer circle, okay, not in this circle but outer, and we name it as irrational number, okay. All right, so basically in this topic what we are going to learn is a rational number. A rational number means any numbers that falls in this category, okay, any numbers that falls in this category. So which is, it could be your integers, it could be your normal fraction, it could be your decimals, all right, like this, okay. So we have a few calculations for this, so we'll have a look, okay, closer look to it. All right, let's see. Alright, let's continue. I'm not going to show you like every examples, as you can always refer to my BM videos, and also for those Tamil speaking people, you have like Tamil videos. So I'm not going to repeat all the examples again, but we're just going to go through. We see the, how like everything like links together so nicely, okay. First thing is, you have to know what are integers, Integers has positive and negative numbers, and 0 is not a positive integer, not a negative integer, but it's a neutral integer. You should know that. And next we have some examples. Whenever you see the key points like moving to the right or going up, above, alright, going up, above, and all these like positive profits, high, all that increase, all that shows the positive sign. All right, so you can always put a positive sign in front of these kind of keywords. Whereas when you have like south, loss, left, behind, below, down, sink, decrease, all these negative words shows you a negative sign. You have to put a negative sign in front. Okay, basically that is what we have understood about putting the sign, okay, the positive and negative in front of your integers. All right. So yeah, 0 are integers, but they are neutral ones. Okay, whenever you see the number is a bit handicapped, right, with some dots over here, some the over sign, the fractions and the decimals are definitely not integers. Okay, integers are beautiful numbers, okay, just with 0 and this negative side are negative integers, positive sides are positive integers. That's it. All right, very simple. If they ask you to determine whether it's an integer or not, everything that you see like chat a bit, right, like handicap a bit, you just like remove them, otherwise all other numbers are good. All right, okay, so we move straight to like completing the number lines. You just have to know the your times table. Okay, you know the times table, or a question like this. All right, okay, basically you can just guess. This is in times 6, so if like towards the left it will be like more negative numbers. Times 6, in times 6 after 12 is, okay, before 12 is negative 6, and then negative 12, negative 18, negative 24, negative 30, negative 36. Okay, right hand side is 0 and positive 6, and so on. Okay, you must be good at guessing. All right, if let's say they want you to do mark it on a number line, then you should know this. All right, mark it on a number line, just a simple 0 with a positive sign, negative sign, then you have like numbers at the left and right. Okay, so you can actually mark them straight. Okay, over here is 1, and then 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, your 5 is over here, your 1 is over here, and left hand side is the negative numbers. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 is here, and so on until your negative 5. Okay, so if they ask you to complete the number lines, again you just have to see how if they are side by side, you can just count the difference. For example, I take the big number 32 minus 24. Okay, roughly I get okay, if let's say you don't know how to do it, you don't even have to put the negative sign. You just put like, take the big one minus the small one, the gap is 8. All right, towards the left it's increasing, so you tambah 8 lah. Okay, you plus 8, you get this side, so maybe maintain your negative sign, you get negative 40. All right, same thing, you tambah 8 but maintain your negative sign. This is how we do, like, in fast manner. So from 4, okay, from 4 to this number will be 4. Over here is another 4, so 8. Okay, this is basically times 4 lah. Okay, 8 gaps. The 8 gaps you have to divide by 2, you get 4 again. Okay, never mind. So if it's a bit complicated, you just look at the number and you can already like figure out, oh, this is times 4. All right, if you want to go in slow manner, you can refer to my other BM videos. Okay, this one is like basically I'm going very quick. Okay, ascending, descending order, you should know. Ascending means going up. Okay, going above. A for above, D for descending down. All right, going down means from big to small. All right, so basically just draw the number line, and then you can draw the arrow from small to big, left to right, from big to small. Okay, right to left, and later you just arrange the numbers. Okay, I'm going very quickly, people. Okay, it's basically like all the things you have learned before. Just a quick recap. Okay, a number can never hold two signs together. So what you can do, positive, you will get positive. Same phases will get positive. Different phases, you will get negative. All right, so yeah, you just like put a step first like this. Next, 8 plus 3, you just solve straight, 11. Same thing over here, 2 minus 4. Okay, you don't have a sign for the front one, so you can put positive over there. Another method, okay, different than other videos that I did before, what you can do is positive, negative is negative. Negative is basically operasi tolak. So what you can do, the big one, you minus with small one, 4 minus 2 is 2. Alright? So which one is big here? 4 is big, definitely. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, the negative sign of 4 and put in front of 2. Okay, all right, let's see the question D. This is positive. Okay, negative, positive is negative. Negative here means it is operasi tolak again. So 4 minus 1 is 3, and you just take the big numbers symbol or sign, okay, which is positive 3. All right, so yeah, okay, we don't have to follow these. Otherwise, if I give you very big numbers, you're going to suffer a lot. How you're going to draw the number line that big, right? Okay, same thing like positive, negative just now. If for plus and minus, we just basically like positive, negative is negative, negative means tolak, and then we take the big one, tolak with the small one, and then we take the symbol or sign of the big number. But for times and division type of question, what you do is negative, negative is positive. That positive you will write down. Okay, 5 and 4 many times answer is 20. Now it's no more like, oh, positive, negative, and here is positive, right? Negative, positive is negative, and then like last, if like this is a tambah question, right? If this is a tambah question, negative, positive is negative. That negative you don't write here, but what you're going to do is you're going to convert that into operasi tolak. So 6 minus 4, 6 is big number, 6 minus 4 is 2, 6 is the big number, so I take the sign of 6 to our answer. Whereas for times question, okay, negative, positive is negative, so we are going to write down the negative sign, and 6 4 is 24. Okay, basically this is what, okay, we can do, and you can look at the, okay, steps. You can look at the steps how to do. Okay, I'm not going to go in detail. This is just an additional top up video for whatever I already have before. All right, commutative law, associative law, distributive law, identity law, you guys have learned before. All right, and whenever you see this word efficiently, okay, what I found out is many students fail to show the law in your calculation. Whenever you see the word efficiently, you must have any law shown in your steps. Understand? So if there's no law, that means you're not going to do it correctly. Okay, even though like you have the right answer at the end, but if you don't show this law, you'll lose some marks there. All right, and finally is the solving problem. Okay, you can see how we did in teacher's previous videos. All right, so this is positive, negative fraction. This is exactly the same thing of what we did just now. All right, all of this you can actually refer to my previous BM Bahasa Melayu videos. Okay, so I think I'm not going to repeat all of these. Just want to show how the big overall thing in general that I showed just now, the circles, okay, the circles that we saw just now, right? All right, that one actually links here. All right, okay, how the big rational number thing, okay, got divided into integers, rational, and fraction. So this is a rational. Rational basically like what teacher said just now. You can break it into fraction form, up one number, down one number, and finally you do the mixed computation. Everything is one. Okay, whenever you see there's decimal, there's mixed number, there's simple fraction, okay, what you have to do is you have to convert everything into rational number, which means simple fraction lah. Okay, simple fraction, and the end also your answer will be in fraction, because basically this is what the definition of rational number is. Correct or not? So at the end you have to bring back to the, you can use a calculator, definitely all of these when you break you can use the calculator, but your final step must come back to a rational number. Okay, unless it is a simple whole number answer. Alright, so I think I'm done. Okay, so in today's video, you see how I linked everything together, and how under rational number we learn on integers, fraction, and decimal separately. Same type of questions. You have to mark them on the number line, arrange them according to descending and ascending order. Completing the blanks. According to, you just check which it is in which times table, and then you do the efficient computation. All right, and then mixed numbers, the rational, how you do the computation together. All right, so that's it, class. Basically, this is the entire chapter's summary. So all the best to you. Let's see in the second chapter. Bye.